저는 미국 사람입니다.
An American girl who was drawn to the beautiful sounds of the Korean language and came to Korea for the first time 5 years ago has now become a Hallyu YouTuber with 600,000 subscribers. Content creator Megan Bowen'ın introduces to her foreign audiences the latest trends in Korea, including K-pop, fashion, beauty tips, and food. Let's find out on Heart to Heart how she came to fall in love with Korea and work as an active envoy of Korean culture. Joining us today on Heart to Heart is Megan Bowen'ın, an American YouTuber who introduces almost everything Korean, from Korean culture to products and you name it. Welcome to Heart to Heart.
Thank you for the awesome welcome. Thanks for having me today. I'm really excited.
Would you like to say hello to the viewers that are watching?
Of course. Hello, everyone who's watching. I hope that you enjoy this little show with me on it.
Okay, so welcome once again to Heart to Heart. I introduced you as an American YouTuber.
Right.
And you're currently running a YouTube channel called 저는 미국 사람입니다, which
right.
translates into I am American. So could you begin by telling us about your YouTube channel, about 저는 미국 사람입니다, and also tell us about how many subscribers you have?
Of course. So my channel has 600,000 subscribers now. What I do is I like to introduce Korean culture to people because these days, because of the Hallyu wave, as we all know, a lot of people are interested in it, but they don't really have many people that they can watch that have real experiences in Korea. So I explain cultural things, food, beauty, places to go and visit if you're traveling in Korea, just basically anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
So as I said, almost everything or anything Korean is introduced through your YouTube channel. So what's very interesting is that you introduce Korean culture, everything Korean, on your channel from the perspective of an American, I heard.
Yeah.
So could you tell us about the contents that you share on your channel, that you create?
In that sense. So one of the things that they really like are comparisons, like especially about dating. You know, we meet people this way in America, but in Korea, you know, you meet people via sogeting or blind dates usually.
Yes.
So I find that they like more comparing things, and also I like to share about how I've changed. Because being in Korea now for almost 6 years, there are some habits that I picked up about Korea, but I didn't even realize it until maybe I visit back home, and everyone's like, "Why are you doing that?"
What's maybe one of the habits?
One of the habits, for example, you all know is bowing.
Ah, yeah.
It's so ingrained in me now to say hello. Oh, no. Okay, no, that doesn't work. And also sometimes when I'm drinking soup, I will slurp it a little bit. Yeah, which is something that in America we usually don't do. But especially in Korea, because the soup's really hot, if you slurp it, you can eat it when it's hotter. So I kind of picked that habit up as well. So sometimes when I'm back in America and I'm eating something, I might slurp a little bit and everybody's like,
What's she doing?
what are you doing?
I know. What about when it comes to like pouring drinks to someone? You know, because in Korea you usually pour with like both hands.
Right.
Yes. Do you have that habit?
Yes, I do. I'll pour drinks and I'll give things to older people or my parents like this with 2 hands, and then I'll slightly bend down, and they're like, "What are you doing, Megan? Just give it to me." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's a habit."
Habits all combined.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of all the videos that you have created, which of them have gained the hottest response? I know there must be tons of them. So could you maybe name the top 3 videos?
Yes. So, because a lot of people know about Korea through Hallyu in the first place, I feel like they have a big interest in like beauty and like idols and things. So my most viewed video is when I had Korean people react to famous Western celebrities and just kind of say, who they think is beautiful or what things about this person that they liked. And that's the one that got the most views. I think it's almost 6 million views now.
Wow.
Yeah.
솔직히 제 스타일은 아니에요.
예뻐요.
이분은 내가 트닝은 잘 모르지만 이분은 잘 된 것 같아, 트닝이.
태닝 아니에요. 흑인이에요, 흑인.
아, 흑인입니까? 이목구비가 다 눈썹도 그렇고 좀 강렬하네요, 좀. 무서워요. 좀 무서워요. 눈매도 좀 강하시고, 뭐라고 해야 되지? 눈썹 라인도 너무 진하고, 제 스타일은 아닌데? 약간 무서워 보여요. 코가 이게 좀 무섭네. 화난 사람처럼. 일단은 별로 안 좋은 것 같아요, 인상은.
자클린. 자큐라인.
아니야 근데
아니야.
영어는 빠르게
빠르게. 자클라인.
뭐야 왜 이렇게 어려워?
제크놀이요.
너 좀 한다?
제크놀이요.
제클린. 제클린.
So these are the flower ice cream. Oh my God, I don't want to eat it. It's a masterpiece. I know, it's so awesome. It was really cool to watch them making it. Right? Oh God. Oh my God.
It's, we took too many pictures for so long. It's like gelato. It's
So good.
I'm sure there are videos that you have posted up, created, that didn't get as many hits, but were quite popular because they were unusual or interesting in their own special ways. So could you tell us about a couple of them?
Yes. So the main one I think that a lot of people liked was I compared the difference between Korean and some Western makeup looks.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh, you did?
That was amazing.
So I had half of my face, and on one half, I had my Korean friend, Eunice, do it in a Korean way. And then on this half, I did my makeup in a Western fashion. And so we just talked about each one as well, shared a little bit of Korean culture and, the differences, and just compared it, and people really loved that video. Yeah.
What did they say about that video?
Oh, they were just saying things like, oh, that's so interesting for people who didn't know the big difference. And mainly in the comments, just debating on which one looks better on Megan, this one, the Korean style or the Western style. And
Which did most people like better?
most people, they liked them both. They said, oh, I think both of them look nice, but they're just different. Like the Korean way looks a bit more cute and kind of sweet, whereas in Western makeup, it's a bit more heavy.
It's like bam.
It's like bam. It's like she's Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It really was amazing because I saw it was a photo of the makeup that you had done. Very different, but I actually liked both sides as well, the Western style and the Korean style. But those looks were, of course, very, very different. Perhaps the Korean style makeup was good for maybe the daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Western style was maybe possibly better for a night out when you're going partying or
It feels a bit more glam, I guess. you should
Exactly.
say. It's got that glam diva vibe.
All right, so we're seeing more and more foreign YouTubers, creating content or videos and posting things up that are related to Korea. The Korean culture, whether it's food, Korean food as well. So, what would you say are your strengths or special characteristics that set you apart from those YouTubers or those videos?
I think one of the main things now is just length of time in Korea. I've been here for almost 6 years, and a lot of people who make videos are just here for maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 years. And so I feel like they don't really assimilate into Korean society. So sometimes it's kind of being looked at from still an outsider's point of view. But I feel like my special point is that because I'm kind of in Korean society, I can comment on those type of things and put myself in the shoes of Korean people and explain maybe why they do this versus doing this, what we do in America.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's been 6 years since you started your YouTube channel?
Almost 6 years. In the next couple of months, it'll be 6 years. In February, it'll mark the 6th year.
Oh, wow. Well, congrats in advance.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So this all began when you came to Korea, right? But you somehow gained an interest in Korea. I heard that it was when you first tried Korean food at a Korean restaurant. This was when you were in the States, though.
Yes.
So I'm curious, what was that Korean dish? What was it that you had that sparked something, that interest in Korea?
Actually, it was kimchi jjigae.
Kimchi jjigae.
So the kimchi pancake. I don't know, I just really liked how it was crispy on the outside and it was savory. Because, you know, in America, our pancakes are usually sweet. So at first I was like, a pancake? Are we gonna put syrup on it? It was very interesting, but I tasted it and I really, really liked it. I liked how the kimchi was a bit sour in it, but then also it was like bready and crispy on the outside.
Yes.
Oh my God, it was really good.
Kimchi-jun's good.
Yeah.
Wasn't it spicy for you when you first tried it?
Not really. I've always eaten spicy stuff, and I know a lot of people in America, especially hot wings. We always eat hot chicken wings.
That's true.
And I would always get the hottest one. So for me, spicy food was never that big of an issue. Yeah, and my family, they like to cook with a lot of spices as well.
Oh, I see. So what was the occasion? I mean, what brought you to a Korean restaurant to actually try that kimchi-jun?
It was my friend and I. We just, every week in college, we wanted to try a different country's food. That was just our thing.
Wow.
We're like, all right, it's Friday night. Let's go to this restaurant, this restaurant, this restaurant. So there was a Korean restaurant nearby. So we said, this week, let's try Korean food. And that's what brought us there. And we liked it so much that instead of going to a different country's food, we just found all the Korean restaurants in our area. Yeah, even the farthest one being an hour and a half drive away. Yeah.
So you and your friend, you just went to Korean restaurants to try different kinds of Korean food.
Yeah.
Curious, what does your friend do now?
My friend, actually, she's in Korea.
Oh, she's in Korea too?
Yeah. Muriel's in Korea, but another one, she couldn't come to Korea because she's a mom, so she has a family, so we would all just like drive together.
Oh, that's
in her van.
Aren't you curious to see what it looks like? I am too. Let's see. So they just gave us aprons so that we don't splash red sauce on our clothes. Wow. 맛있게 드세요. 네. I'm like super excited.
Hello, Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Thank you for being a good friend to us.
Thank you for being such a lovely and genuine person and always helping out people when they need help, like us sometimes. And you're really inspirational, especially with what you've been doing in Korea, and we can't wait to see what you'll be doing in the future.
We can't wait to see.
Yeah.
You're amazing, Megan.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Megan. I'm just leaving you a short little cute little message just to let you know how freaking awesome you are and how much of an inspiration you are to everyone, including myself. Not only are you such a great person and beautiful inside and out, like, you do what you say you're gonna do. You care for people. You're very loyal. You're just giving. And
hi, Megan. Just wanted to let you know that what you do on YouTube is so inspiring. People all over the world can watch your videos and feed their curiosity about Korea. So thanks to you. But in all this, I really admire your strength to stay true to yourself. Kindness and love pours out of you, and everybody can see that in your videos. And yeah, so keep up the good work. Love you.
What would be one dish that you would definitely, absolutely introduce to someone that's comes to Korea, or I guess not come to Korea, but a dish that you would like to recommend to anyone that's interested in trying Korean food?
In trying Korean food? Yeah. Well, the most universal one, I think it would be bibimbap, just because everyone has to love it, because it's just rice and vegetables and a little bit of spicy pepper paste, but you can put as much as you want.
Right.
You want it to be really spicy, you can put the whole thing in, or just a little bit. So I think that's the most universal one. I would say if you've never tried a Korean food, the first thing you should try should be bibimbap. Right.
Okay. Any other dish?
Oh, well, there are ones that I like, but I don't know if people will like. My other favorite one is 들깨 순두부.
들깨 순두부.
Yes.
And why do you like 들깨 순두부 so much?
Because it's very, like, I don't know, 고소하다, like nutty flavor. Like that kind of nutty flavor. Because the perilla, when you dry it up, it becomes like a porridge. And I always ate porridges in America, like oatmeal. We also have cream of wheat, which is like a wheat porridge in America. So it gives me that porridgey feel. But then there's pieces of tofu in it to like break that up. So it's a more savory porridge. Because in America, we tend to eat a little bit sweeter porridges. So it kind of reminds me of that. It's nice on a cold winter day. When you have a cold, you want to sit at home and just eat something warm.
Yeah. I must say, you have become very Korean.
Yeah, I really like Korean food. It's my passion.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I eat it every day.
Well, we're obviously speaking English, but I understand that your Korean is absolutely perfect. I heard you upstairs. Before we actually walked into the studio, you did speak Korean. I would say your Korean is fluent. So where did you learn Korean? I think I heard that you learned on your own, by yourself?
Yeah.
Is that true?
I learned on my own, and the reason is because I feel like some things that you learn in books, it's not what people use on a daily basis. Like, I had a book, and I read it for like a month, and I couldn't really use the things that were in it. So what I wanted to do was just meet with only Korean people who don't speak English. So in my town, I just found people, and I was like, hey, do you want to have coffee, you know, just in an easy way. And then I would just listen to them talk to their friends.
Oh, wow.
And then I picked up basic words that people use all the time. And from there, I kept building upon it. And so I think that allowed me to learn faster because I learned things that people use all the time, like in basic conversation. Yeah.
Okay, so our viewers might be thinking, okay, now we understand that she learned how to speak Korean on her own. And since Jen said that she's fluent in Korean, okay, she's fluent in Korean, but I'm sure they would love to hear you speak Korean.
Okay.
So could you maybe say something in Korean for our viewers?
Oh, well, what would you want to say? Let's have a
conversation?
a short one. That might be better.
Okay.
So I can start?
Yeah.
저 들어왔을 때 원피스 되게 이쁘다고 혹시 그거 어디서 사셨나요?
이거요?
네.
제가 산 건 아니고요.
네.
방송국에서 준비를 해준 겁니다.
아, 그래요?
네, 지금 입으신 원피스도 굉장히 예뻐요.
그래요?
이건 어디서 사셨나요?
제가 이거 아는 디자이너가 만들었던 원피스요.
네.
네.
그러면은 메간 씨를 위해서 직접 만들어 주신 건가요, 디자이너가?
직접 만든 거 아니고 근데 몇 벌만 만든 거예요. 네, 그래서
구하기.
저한테 메간 이거 혹시 좋아하시나요? 네,
Really?
이거 팔하세요. 네.
너무 예쁘세요. This is actually fun. Wow, your Korean is really, really surprising.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you obviously started to learn Korean when you came to Korea, or this was actually before you came to Korea when you were...
A little bit before I started learning. My parents got me kind of like these CDs to practice on the computer. So I started maybe 3 months before.
I see.
Using those CDs just so that when I got there, when I got here, now it's here, that I could say, you know, basic things, get around. So I wouldn't be lost, basically. That you don't want to be lost in a foreign country, right?
So when you started to learn Korean, was that when you had this idea of coming to Korea already? Were you planning to come to Korea? And is that why you learned to speak Korean?
I started planning to come to Korea maybe 4 or 5 months before I actually came. Yeah. And so when I was at the Korean restaurants, one of them was right by my university, literally just 5 minutes down the road. So I went there often and I got close with one of the ladies who cooks there.
I see.
So then she would come out and talk to me and kind of teach me some basic things because she had just, you know, come from Korea just a few years before. Yeah. So I kind of asked her a lot of questions, and that's also why I wanted to come to Korea because at the restaurant, that was the first time I'd ever heard Korean because you don't really get opportunities to hear Korean in America, and I thought it was very beautiful. I was like, wow. You know, especially like when the women speak, I feel like it's very like 여성스러워, like very ladylike, very feminine, and like, you know, elegant. And I was like, wow, this is great because it's so opposite for me. You see, in English, I'm just like, hey. Yeah.
All right, so when you first came to Korea or when you were planning on coming to Korea, was it supposed to be a short visit? What did you have in mind when you first came?
Well, ever since I was little, I had always been interested in other cultures. And so, I don't know, so many. Like when I was younger, I learned Spanish. Just spent a lot of time with Spanish speakers. And then, so I was like thinking about going somewhere maybe in South America or someplace in Europe. I had just always wanted to move abroad. And so it was just a matter of where, not if I'm moving.
Right.
So then when I found Korea, I was like, this is it. I'm going here. I'm gonna find something to do, get into something, and I'm gonna be in Korea.
What did your parents or friends say about that? About your decision to come to Korea?
I've always been quite independent, and whatever I wanted to do, I always found the means on my own to do it. So they're like, she's gonna be okay. Whatever she needs, she just gets it somehow. She gets a job, she does this, she does that. So if she goes, she'll be fine. So they didn't really say much about it. The main question was just why?
Why? Why Korea?
Because they're like, Korea. They didn't really know much about Korea at all. So it was mainly confused. Like, okay, we knew you were gonna go somewhere, but why Korea?
What was your answer to that question?
I was like, well, the food is very delicious. And I did read some things about the culture that I thought might fit me. I just thought it would be a good fit for me because, you know, you were born in a country, but I don't think that that necessarily means you have to stay there or that there aren't other countries that you could fit into and be happy in. So I was like, oh, I think it's just a good fit for me. So I'll just go. If it's not, I'll just come back. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
So they were like, okay, we'll go. All right.
Have they had the chance to come to Korea?
No.
No?
Can I look at them if they're watching?
Yes.
Can I look at them if they're watching?
Yes, a message to
This is for
family.
my parents?
Yes.
Can you please come to Korea, please? All right, that was for my parents. Okay, sorry. The first dress is this dress I got from a place in Korea called Escort in Style. The dress is very cool because of the mesh up top, and if you get a little bit too cool, it goes perfectly with a khaki caped jacket. And the first outfit comes from a Korean hip-hop clothing website called Miss Right. I love their clothes. They have the best hip-hop clothes. So the shirt and shorts came from there. The hat came from a place in Itaewon called Control A. They have the best hats. And I got the socks from the subway station because they be cheap.
Let's talk about, since you came to Korea, how you've expanded into introducing not just Korean like food and, Korean culture, but you've expanded into introducing Korean companies and products. So could you tell us about that? What made you promote Korean businesses?
Well, the reason was because I was in a business competition for foreigners like a couple years ago. And through there, I was able to talk to a lot of the Korean people who are making companies. And I kind of felt like their companies were geared more towards Korean people only and not focused on a global, way. I was like, wait, but if you only focus on Korea, what's that, only 30 million? The population of Korea is 30 million, I think. I was like, if you focus on global, you get a bigger market. So then I wanted to help people to kind of shift in that way because I feel like a lot of things made in Korea are made for Koreans and sometimes not so foreigner friendly, especially with the names. The names, they're too short. I can never write my name. Yeah. So things like that. Yeah. That really made me want to help because my heart is in Korea. I feel like Korea is my home. And so I was like, I want to help everybody focus on, growing and getting out there, Yeah.
I could really, we've been talking for a couple of minutes, less than 30 minutes. But I can really feel that you are a very passionate person.
Yeah.
You're very passionate about everything you do.
Yeah.
Your stories, they're so fun to listen to. I can just feel that energy, that positive energy as well. Last but not least, we're down to our final question, or a request rather. Is there a message that you would like to deliver to your subscribers or the viewers that are watching right now? And feel free to, deliver the message in English and Korean. If you wish, yes.
Sure. So am I talking to everyone? Okay.
Yes.
So this is to everyone. Okay, so thank you guys so much for the love and support. You guys are really amazing. Because of you, I can do what I'm doing. And I'm just going to do the best I can to put out even more YouTube content for you. Thanks for the love and support. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Okay. Is that a very Korean thing? Was that
Yes.
like created in Korea? That's
That was
a
my heart.
Right, that's your heart. Okay, well, once again, thank you so much for joining us on the program. And I'd like to thank you personally for promoting Korea. You know, thank you so much for promoting Korea and everything about Korea. And I wish you the best of luck and success in everything you do in the future.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Your dress is gorgeous.
Your dress is gorgeous too. Okay, thanks for joining us.
Okay, bye.
Bye.